Good afternoon everyone. Welcome to statistics class. In this class I need to explain the topic of reproduction rates. So before going to the today's topic reproduction rate, I need to recap the some previous class concepts. So in previous class I have explained the measures of fertility rates. Those are crude birth rate, general fertility rate and total fertility rate, and last one age specific fertility rate. Now we are going to explain the reproduction rates. It's a very important concept in vital statistics. So there are two types of reproduction rate. In that first one, gross reproduction rate and net reproduction rate. Before going to the explanation of gross reproduction rate and net reproduction rate, we need to study the about reproduction rates. So why should we study the reproduction rates? And we need to study the reproduction rates because of two reasons. Those are, first one, fertility rates are unsuitable for giving an idea of rate of growth of population because they ignore the sex of the newly born children and their mortality. So what we consider in the fertility rates only in the birth, live births are considered. So sex of the birth we consider. Here in fertility rates we cannot consider the sex of the birth, whether it is male birth or female birth. We do not consider the sex of the newly born baby. We only consider of birth. So because of they ignore the sex of the newly born baby, their mortality. Their newly born baby and their mortality, and their lifespan of mortality, it means when they may die again, and what they lifespan of it and what the lifespan of it. When we don't study about it, I think if it not suitable for the get the exact rate of growth of population. Hence we need to study the reproduction rates, because in this reproduction rate we need to consider the sex of the newly born baby, and also here we need to consider the only a female births, because the female births only helps to grow the or increase the population. They ignore the sex of the newly born baby and their mortality and their lifespan also. The mortality means when they may die, or again what the lifespan of it. When we don't study it about, I think if it not suitable for to get the exact rate of growth of population, because in reproduction rates we need to consider the women specific fertility rate. The females only helps to increase the population, because of the female population is more, the growth of rate of population is more. When male population is more, but reproduction rates automatically decreases. Hence, we need to consider the female population in reproduction rates. And second one, if the majority of these births are boys, the population is bound to increase, while the population will increase if the majority of the births are girls. Secondly, just imagine the second one. So we take only the majority of the births are boys, as well as the population will increase when the more number of girls born. So these are two important factors why we have to study the reproduction rates, because here we need to consider the female population. We need to concentrate on the only a female population. Henceforth, fertility rates are very unsuitable for us given index about rate of the growth of the population, because they ignore the sex. That is important thing, because we cannot ignore the sex here. However, the more number of births are taken place of female, and hence the population will be increased. Now we come to know about the growth of the population. So now we need to discuss the types of reproduction rate. One is called as gross reproduction rate, shortly called as GRR, and another one is called as net reproduction rate, shortly called as NRR. So there are two types of reproduction rates. One is GRR and NRR. So we should know that there are very important for 5 marks question comes in your exams on this topic only. So we should know that what are those. So we start with the first one, that is gross reproduction rate. Before going GRR, that is gross reproduction rate, we need to know about the one important measurement, that is women specific fertility rate in this GRR and NRR. It's same like a age specific fertility rates. Here they are giving importance to the age and something called as women specific fertility rate, shortly called as WSFR. Okay, so here we are giving importance to the sex of the birth or a child, whether it is male birth or female birth, whether we are considering female or not. So here we only consider the female population, not a male birth. So for finding women specific fertility rate using the formula, the WSFR equals to the number of female births to women of age X. Okay, here we need to consider a specific age fertility rate. Okay, it's the same as age specific fertility rates. Hence, we are using the word here age X. The number of female births to women of age X during the given period of community divided by the number of female of age X during the given period of the given community into 1000. In this formula, male or female is not specifically mentioned, but they are mentioned specifically women. Okay, so the WSFR equals to the number of female births to a woman of age X during the given period in the given community divided by the number of females of age X during the given period in the given community into 1000. So this is the formula that we are used for calculating the GRR and NRR. So let us see what is NRR and GRR. Okay, first we need to go through the first one, the type of first one here, gross reproduction rate. Okay, shortly called as it's a GRR. It is defined as the sum of annual WSFR of the entire reproductive span without mortality. Okay, the mortality is nothing but it is the study of death rate. Okay, but in fertility we are studying only a birth rate, but it is the mortality is related to the death rate. Okay, here we are considering the women specific fertility rate for all the age of growth of in between the childbearing age 15 to 49 for annually years. Okay, it takes all the sum of WSFR of different age group and where GRR equals to I into summation of WSFR. Okay, here I is nothing but it is the magnitude of age class, or I is the size of the class between age groups, and take the sum of all the WSFR and multiply the size of the class, you get the gross reproduction rate. So GRR is considering for only the 1000 population. For example, if GRR per woman is 1, it indicates that the current generation of females of childbearing age will maintain itself on the basis of current fertility but without mortality. Okay, here we need to consider the mortality also, but in fertility, measures of fertility we cannot consider the related to their mortality, but in reproduction rates we need to consider the fertility as well as the mortality, current fertility as well as the mortality. But if it is less than 1, the population would decline. Decline means decreases. The population is 1, it is less than 1, the gross reproduction rate is less than 1, then we need to consider the population is decreases. If it is more than 1, the gross reproduction is more than 1 means you get the gross reproduction rate is more than 1 means the population would increases. Okay, the population you need to consider the population will be increases. The estimated value of GRR per woman for India, it is the example for GRR. Here we need to estimate the gross reproduction per woman for India in 2010 is 1.2, but it varies from 0.9 in urban areas and 1.3 in rural areas. So let us move on to the merits and demerits of gross reproduction rates. In that first one, it is useful for comparing the fertility in different areas or in the same area at the different time periods. Okay, here we need to consider the different time periods like years. Okay, for example, you need to consider the 2020 and 2019 population. We need to take the difference between the population under the city or a different time period. Okay, for example, you need to consider the Gadag population in different periods. Okay, the population will be automatically we get to know about the whether it is increases or decreases. Okay, and second one, it has an advantage over the total fertility rate because in its computation we take into account only the female babies, okay, who are the future mothers. Okay, in gross reproduction rate we are giving the importance of the female births because the female births only increases the population. Okay, exactly we get to know about the population whether it is increasing or decreasing because of the future mothers. Okay, here we need to concentrate on the female babies. Okay, because the female babies only who are the next future mothers, they are only giving the more births to and also it considers the whether the population is increases or decreases. Okay, when the newborn babies are more, the population automatically increases. Okay, the newborn baby is male, the population automatically decreases. Hence, we are concentrate only on the female babies here. And demerits, it ignores the current mortality. All the girls born do not survive till they reach the childbearing age. Okay, here it ignores the mortality, it ignores the death rate, it considers the fertility, current fertility, but without mortality, but it ignores the current mortality rate. Mortality means what here? The study of death rate. Okay, next move on to the problems, whatever they are given in textbook. In that first one, they are given calculate gross reproduction rate for the following data. They are given age groups in years 15 to 19, 20 to 24, 25 to 29, 30 to 34. They are already given the childbearing age groups. Okay, childbearing age is between and 15 to 49. They are already given the 15 to 49 age groups, and as well as they are given the corresponding the specific female population as well as female births. Okay, by using the female population and female births here, we need to first find the WSFR, because the GRR formula is here. GRR equals to I into summation of WSFR. Okay, here the WSFR is nothing but women specific fertility rate. The WSFR equals to the number of female births to women of age X. Age X means specific age. Okay, during the given period in the given community divided by number of females of age X during the given period in the given community into 1000. Okay, firstly you need to take the specific age group between the 15 to 19. The female population is 1000 and the female birth is 20. Okay, you need to take that the corresponding female population and female births here. Okay, considering the female population corresponding to the age 15 to 19, that is 20 by 1000 into 1000, you get the woman specific fertility rate for specific age 15 to 19 is 20. So similarly, you need to calculate the all specific age groups to the women specific fertility rates. Okay, 60 by 900 into 1000, you get here 66.9. 50 by 800 to the specific age group of 25 to 29 into 1000, you get here 62.5, and specific age of 30 to 34 of female births is 30 by female population is 700 into 1000, you get 42.9, and 35 to 39 is 20 by 600 into 1000, you get 33.3, and age group of 40 to 44, the female births are 10 by the female population is 500 into 1000, you get here 20, and the age group of 45 to 49, the female birth is 10 and female population divided by 400 into 1000, you get here 25. So take the total of the women specific fertility rates, you get here the summation of women specific fertility rates are 270.4. Okay. By using the summation of women specific fertility rates, you need to calculate the gross reproduction rate. Okay, here using the formula GRR equals to R into summation of women specific fertility rate. Okay, here I is nothing but it is the size of the class. Okay, and also it is called as magnitude of the age class. It is a width between the age groups, that is I. Already we have studied I is nothing but it is the size of the given age group, and it is always taken as 5 when the width of the class is same. Okay, you need to replace the I is 5 into the summation of WSFR, that is 270.4. You get here the 5 into 270.4 is equals to 1352 female births. Okay, concentrate here. The GRR equals to 1352 female births per 1000 women of childbearing age. Okay, here the 1315 female births are born to 1000 women of childbearing age. Okay, the women of childbearing age is what here 15 to 49, and between the 1352 female births are here occurred for 1000 women. Okay, then next we need to calculate the average number of gross reproduction rates, that is equals to GRR by 1000. Okay, here they are already we are calculated the 1352 female births per 1000, but in the average GRR gives the per woman population, that is GRR equals to GRR per woman equals to GRI divided by 1000. It gives the female birth for a woman, female birth per woman, not 1000 women. It gives the per woman birth to the female birth. So GRR gives the female births to 1000 women of childbearing age. The average GRR gives to the female births to per woman. Since this rate is greater than 1, the population is increasing. Already we are studied the when population is less than 1, the automatically population is decreases. It is more than 1, the population would be increases. So GRR per woman is more than 1, hence the population is automatically increases. So next one, compute gross reproduction rates from the following data. So here also they are given age groups in years between 15 to 49, and automatically they are given the specific age, female population and female births. By using these three datas, we need to get the WSFR first and apply the GRR formula and substitute the sum of the women specific fertility and multiply 5, we get GRR, and take the average number of GRR per woman is equals to GRR by 1000. You get the female births to per woman. Okay, so concentrate the solution. First you need to find the WSFR, that is equals to, the WSFR is nothing but the female births to the specific age of age group X divided by the female population, the specific age X in between 15 to 19 into 1000. You get here all the women specific fertility rates of the specific age groups. Those are 11.45, 57.75, 57.98, 40.18, 1 to 20.00, 7.23 and last one is 0.70. So take the total of the women's specific fertility rate is equals to 200.27. Okay, after getting the total of the women's specific fertility rate, you need to take the GRR formula, that is I into summation of WSFR. Okay, here I is nothing but that is 5. The sum of the women's specific fertility rate is nothing but it is 200.27. So multiply the 5, you get here gross reproduction rates of female births per 1000 women. Here also you need to take the average number of the female births per woman. Okay, GRR means it's a per 1000 women female births, but average GRR means it female births per woman. Okay, applying the formula GRR, the average GRR equals to the total GRR. GRR means 1001.36 divided by 1000, you get the female births per 1000. Okay, so guys, next concept will be continued on the next class. So before going the net reproduction rate, you need to solve some problems on GRR and submit the as soon as possible. Okay, thank you.